Well, I just had quite the moment on the way into work. Wasn't going to vlog, but I just about had the person getting out of this vehicle right here T-bone me coming into the parking lot. Now I turned left from Roosevelt onto 79th Avenue, as is my usual maneuver. Came to a full stop at 79th, which a lot of people who work here don't do, but yeah, generally speaking, I always come to full and complete stops at stop signs. Turn left, and then as I was turning right into the parking lot, this person turned left from 79th Avenue, just about T-boned me going into the parking lot. At which point I stopped coming in and just glared at him. Oh, is it a her? I basically glared at him, her, that person. That person there. And turned to the parking lot. So get off of Zoom here. As I drove into the parking lot, did my usual, made an immediate left to drive alongside the building and come park in this area. And the let me see what kind of car it is. It's a silver Nissan. Turned left, and as I was going up the first parking aisle to head to the drive that goes along in front of the building here, the person tried to speed around me to the left across the parking spots and over the speed bumps. Now, granted, I do occasionally go left over the speed bumps, not so I can speed through there. The posted speed limit in this parking lot is pretty clear, 5 miles per hour. As you can see on the sign. I did that not to when I go around the speed bumps on the left, I'm not doing it to. There's Jesus. I'll make sure I get in a forklift spot and he doesn't. When I do it, I do it to get basically save wear and tear on my suspension, because my suspension is getting kind of worn. But yeah, the person tried to do an end run around me there, and passed me there, which is not cool. So I did speed up a little bit on the speed bump. At which point they nearly smashed into me on the left, which, you know, and at which point I stopped. Basically, it came to a stop, so the person can realize, hey, you need to slow down in this parking lot. There's pedestrians and people who walk to work, and you don't need to be driving through here like that. Anyway, that pretty much brings me to where I'm at. And welcome back, YouTube. It's Friday night, technically Saturday morning, February 18th, 2023. 12:07 a.m. I clocked out at 12:04, and I'm going to try something that I've never done before, and that is trying to hit up a fast food place or something outside the building to get food. I'm not sweating potentially getting back late from lunch. Hey, then again, I think that's the food truck on the left there that has those bomb-ass $2 burritos. I've never parked over here. I'm wondering if this is like specially designated parking. I get the weird feeling it probably is. Well, then again, maybe not. I don't see anything special about this spot. I was gonna go over to the Waffle House on the other side of I-10 on there at 83rd Avenue and see if I could get myself some kind of quick breakfast. But since I've been craving like fried eggs and toast and stuff since being let down this morning that the $2 Bullock's breakfast has been changed to the $8 Bullock's breakfast. Yeah, I didn't get that. If you didn't see that video, I didn't get that. Pretty sure this is the food truck right here. Actually, it looks like a different food truck, but whatever. I'm gonna go see what they have to offer. And good morning, YouTube. Just now getting out of Amazon. I left my car parked where I parked it by the food truck, and if that's some kind of reserved parking, I didn't see any sign that would indicate it. So nobody messed with it, as far as I can tell. So 5:41 a.m. Saturday, February 18th, 2023. It's an early Saturday morning. I'm thinking that vehicle in front of me is probably somebody's Uber. Just judging from the goofy looking light on top. Or somebody with an Uber has a deal where they get those advertising signs. So the person who nearly T-boned me coming in the parking lot, that was driving like a maniac and tried to zip around me by driving through parking spots and around the speed bump. I did tell my my AM about it, which isn't my direct manager. It's a cool looking little sign. It's all digital on the Prius there. I don't see any sign that that's an obvious rideshare vehicle, but it's kind of odd that one of those kind of advertising signs would be on a it's a regular passenger vehicle. Anyway, yeah, I talked to Chris, who's the back half AM, about it. He strongly suggested that I go talk to HR about it, especially since I told him I got the plate number and stuff. But yeah, as it turned out, I was really too busy for that sort of crap. Pretty much stayed busy all night long, loading trucks, just working 2 dock doors tonight as opposed to 4 like I did last Thursday night. And kind of my side project was just kind of collecting up and utilizing oddball TDR straps, which sounds insanely boring, but I enjoy it. It's something that gets me amusement. Anyway, I really did I really did want to report that crazy driver to HR, because there's been things shown on the installments. I don't know if I've ever mentioned installments on my vlog. Basically, oh, and there goes the car stalling out. God damn it. Just gotta tough that out until Thursday morning. Having to work both feet on the pedals, one to hold the brakes so I don't drive off, and one to keep the RPMs up. Kind of awkward. Swing by Waffle House. Oh shit! Overshot the entrance. See if I can give me some. Let's give me some cheese grits to go. I'm still pretty hungry. Anyway, I'll be right back, and there's a little bit more I wanted to say about the crazy drivers in the GYR3 parking lot, but I'm actually meeting a friend for first call over at Wander Inn, so Need to be quick over here. Quick over here at the Waffle House. And I'm back. Got myself a big old cup of cheese grits. Really craving that last couple of days. I've actually got a thing of grits in my cupboard right now, and I don't really know what's involved in making them, so it's just sitting there. I was with Priscilla when I bought it at the 99-cent only store, and she insists it's the good brand. So, oh damn! Fucking car just stalled it again. It's definitely getting worse. The stalling out because it's idling too low. So 5:50 a.m. I didn't actually check my kind of keep my foot on the gas so my RPMs don't get too low and stall out the car. Didn't actually check the traffic app, but I don't expect there to be any traffic to speak of this time of morning on a Saturday. Of course, it would really suck if I'm wrong, but so anyway, when I talked to Chris about the driver nearly T-boning me coming into the parking lot and then acting all aggro, trying to zip around the speed bump. He said that there was one of the employees there on a bicycle that was hit by a car in the parking lot recently. So yeah, from what I've heard, they're definitely trying to crack down on people driving like idiots in the parking lot. I mean, there's speed those nasty speed bumps in it for a reason, and you know, they have the signs posted all over it saying speed limit 5 miles per hour, and also for probably about the last 7-8 months ish, they've had big orange pylons stopping through traffic. So it's been longer than that. I definitely remember them being there in August. Anyway, the big orange pylons stopping people from driving, and wow, look at that guy. Damn. Speaking of people driving like idiots, and here comes some guy getting ready to fly around me on the right. He was in a big hurry to 75th Avenue. Anyway, yeah, they put those pylons so nobody could drive directly in front of the stairs there. And I don't know if anybody actually got hit there or what. I certainly hadn't heard anything about it, but I know they had signs posted before, like you could drive through there, but they had signs posted there saying no passenger pickup drop-off. And then they've got the designated passenger pickup drop-off area that kind of looks like a bus shelter near where I usually park. But they basically had to put those pylons up to get people to actually use it, because people just kept insisting on being dropped off and picked up right there at the stairs. But I don't know. Maybe I'll mention it to HR tomorrow. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't make the time to do that, but well, I got my phone super crooked in this thing, so I can get a little bit better here. That's a little bit better. So, had Priscilla texting me tonight, and she stayed the night with me last night after I left the Wander Inn. And she seemed to be feeling great at Wander Inn, and seemed to be, pretty
space, definitely a better space mentally than I was when I got to my place. And, but in the morning, she said that she was hurting. You know, she described to me how she was hurting, and I'm kind of drawing a blank on how it is. I don't know, for some reason, when people tell me stuff like that, it's hard for me to focus on it. Just voices in my head screaming, damn it, I'm a DJ, not a doctor. And I guess I should be more, you know, empathetic than that, but I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to explain your pain and symptoms to. Just saying. Anyway. My daughter was just in the hospital last week too, and I really don't understand what her issues were. But she said they discharged her and told her she was fine. So, of course, I think back to my friend Dave being discharged from the hospital and being told he was fine. And it seemed like he died 4 days later. So yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in the medical system, to put it mildly. I still watch Dr. Dan on YouTube, and I don't know that I've talked about his YouTube channel much, but maybe I should link one of his videos in the video description. Pretty much all through the pandemic, he was doing a vlog as a doctor, as an experienced doctor of Indian descent, not feathered, from the UK, but has lived in the United States for well over a decade. Anyway, throughout the pandemic, he was putting stuff on his vlog that didn't, how do I say it, didn't agree with the mainstream let's shut the world down and everybody get a jab narrative. And unlike a lot of other YouTube channels that got shut down for putting out that kind of information, and it does seem like he got blocked a couple of times by YouTube. Always appealed it, always got his channel back, always, you know, got to where he could post stuff again. But the difference between his content and a lot of other people that were putting out that kind of content is that he is an actual doctor. His credentials are legitimate, and every time he quoted stuff and gave information, he actually was reading from actual studies, actual scientific studies and actual medical journals, and respected legitimate sources of information, including several European countries, like government health agencies, statistics that they compile. And based on stuff I've listened to in his vlog, a lot of European countries are a lot better at compiling that information than the United States is, which isn't I think as much of a failure of, the United States government just doesn't do it right. What a lot of people seem to forget is that the United States is functionally what is this idiot doing? Wow. Functionally 50 different separate miniature countries with a federal, with a unified oversight. So while there are things that are federalized, so many things, especially, so many things that are handled by federal government in smaller European countries are handled by the individual states here. So to compile a lot of the kind of statistics that he was getting different European government medical oversight, whatever you want to call it. That stuff just wouldn't, that stuff just not under the. This is not something the federal government does here. That's something that's handled individually by the states. And it'd be nice if there was some coordination for that, for sure. But although at this point, I just don't really, I don't really trust our government not to taint and twist the results. Since these days it kind of feels like we, like rather than living in a democratic republic, it feels more like we live in a corporate-controlled oligarchy. Not unlike what was shown in the movie, it's shown in a very tongue-in-cheek way in the movie Idiocracy, but where it seemed like one of the strongest branches of the government in Idiocracy was Brawndo. These days it feels like one of the strongest branches of the U.S. government is Pfizer. So make of that what you will. But anyway, yeah, Dr. DeHaan's channel, always full of a lot of good information and always very well sourced. And he would say it in his vlogs as well, but he would also put additional information and links in his his video descriptions. And granted, I rarely follow those links, but the fact that he took the effort to put those there, and the fact that a couple of times where he was stopped by YouTube from uploading and had videos blocked, and then suddenly they were unblocked, and he was able to go back doing it. It just shows that he dotted his I's and crossed his T's in a way that other YouTube vloggers trying to put out that information just didn't. And it's kind of a shame his channel isn't more popular. Although, to be fair, he's not very caring. He's pretty dry, and it can come off as kind of boring to listen to if you're not interested in the content. It's not particularly charismatic, and it's just camera on him. There's no special clips or graphics or anything. He just shoots it. I mean, it's not like the video quality's bad, but it's just him talking. No additional graphics or anything. But anyway, I haven't been watching him a whole lot lately since at this point, all the crazy pandemic restrictions have pretty much been lifted, at least in Arizona. In fact, for quite some time in Arizona. But it seems like most of the rest of the country at this point has followed suit. Although I hear warehouses in California still require workers to be wearing masks, which just seems insane to me. But anyway, listening to a really good. One of his videos came up in my recommended videos. I'm sure it was yesterday or the day before, and it was on a topic that kind of piqued my interest. I figured I hadn't listened to Dr. DeHaan in a while, so I figured to give his vlog a listen. And he was talking about how while emergency room care in the United States is some of the best in the world, general medical care here is so profit driven to the point where doctors and clinics, particularly dentists and optometrists, will recommend tests and specialists that just really aren't needed because they're making money on it. Probably getting kickbacks and referrals, who knows? And of course, it's all about selling medication. Get that Pfizer money going. as opposed to trying to prescribe ways to improve your lifestyle, ways to improve your diet, to get you healthier. And anyway, I try to remember to link that to this video, because it was very, very, very interesting as he related his own experience. And it kind of reminded me of stories that I've heard of female mechanics taking their cars to mechanic shops and having mechanics try to take them to the cleaners and tell them things are wrong with their car that they know is not wrong with their car. And because the mechanic is assuming that they just don't know anything. And it was an interesting listen. These people that were telling him stuff just didn't seem to realize this guy is a qualified doctor. He's not like, he knows it. He's just like, no, I'm not consenting to that. I don't need that. And anyway, good listen. So I'm just about to the wander in, and it just opened 6 minutes ago. So good times. Game plan for this morning is to actually put together a karaoke system in the living room. I've got that little Mackie mixer. I feel like I've shown it in one of my videos, but I know I've mentioned it. It's like a miniature version of the one that I use for my show and my gigs. Smaller footprint, plenty adequate for the living room. And I did set up my computer. As I said I was going to do yesterday, I did actually get it done. Got all my new karaoke downloaded, so hoping to set that up so I can, have friends come over and enjoy singing on my karaoke system, when we got the time to do that sort of thing. And also, I'm hoping to actually do some cover songs and put on my YouTube channel and see if I can set myself up for recording them. So, could be fun. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on the drive, and thanks for watching. And if you enjoy listening to me talk to myself, like the video and subscribe. It would be kind of interesting to see if I could get my subscriber count to, I don't know, over 200. Is that my next step? 200. Oh man. Think back to how many subscribers my last YouTube channel had. It's laughable, but this isn't the sort of stuff I put on there. That channel had the kind of content that actually brings viewers. But everybody that does watch this, I appreciate it. So thank you for your support.